All right, everybody.
Well, I don't know who Shauna was talking about, but I like you, Greg, even though I met you 15 minutes ago. Also, I actually call my husband daddy sometimes. Oh, that was good. Okay. This is also not a good day to do this set that I'm going to do because it's kind of, you'll find out why. So, so I think Canada has one of the best healthcare systems in the world for animals. Last year, my dog and I got sick around the same time, and you're not going to believe this. I managed to get a specialist, an MRI, all tests imaginable, all in the same day for my dog. I also managed to get a specialist appointment for myself, but the appointment is so far away. I am now considering it as my retirement plan. The dog got amazing care, though. So the vet would call me a couple of times to give me updates. The facility was great. Things moved around quick. I was so impressed that only for medical purposes, I now identify as a dog. Still a mammal. I think it's a great idea. Yeah. So in Canada, healthcare is free of doctors, free of appointments, and most importantly, free of any pressure to get better quickly, which is why it's free. So, fun story, when I arrived in Canada, God forgive my naivety, I just walked into a doctor's office demanding to be a patient. And first, the receptionist, she laughed her ass off, and then she told me something weird that I had never heard before. She said, "We are not accepting new patients now." I told her, there is nothing new about my patienthood. I have been sick for ages. If anything, I'm a veteran patient, not a new patient. She was not convinced, so I asked her if there was a fast-track program to become an old patient real quick. But no, that didn't work. But good news, I finally have a family doctor now. And in Canada, Canadians call a family doctor a rare collectible. Honestly, I think finding a doctor in Canada is becoming so difficult that doctors are becoming endangered. Soon they will be like protected wildlife. In fact, I think that we might be just a few years away from a guided doctor safari. And we'll be like, look, a doctor in its natural habitat. How cool is that? We'll pay to just see one doctor. Here's what I think, okay? I think our future children will find it very hard to believe that once upon a time in Canada, there were doctors everywhere. They will be like, "Grandpa, did you really have a family doctor?" "Yes, honey, I did." "And did they really accept new patients?" "Oh, yes, they did." "Mom, Grandpa is making up stories again." So, also, I think, you know how we are fascinated by the stories of dinosaurs, that they existed once upon a time? We learn about them from movies and documentaries. I kind of think that our future children will find the doctor stories of Canada so fascinating that they will also learn about them from documentary and movies. So I have listed out a few names for the movies and documentary, and with your permission, I'm gonna name them. So here we go. So the first one is The Last Physician. A Netflix documentary shows rare footage by a doctor accepting new patients. Then the movies will be like Once Upon a Time in Canada, a period drama about the Canadian family doctors. Then Finding MD, a heartwarming adventure film about a Canadian trying to locate a family doctor. And the last one, and my favorite one, is Doctors. Here, there, everywhere, all at once, a pure fantasy film. Thank you, that was my time. Thank you, everyone.
Give it up for Arbita? Am I saying it right? All right. Excellent job.